We finally invented technology that can help you apply for 50 jobs in an afternoon. And somehow, that might be making it harder to get one. That's a strange situation we're walking into with AI. Think about what applying for a job used to require. You found an opening, worked on your resume, wrote something specifically for that company, sent it in, and waited. Now you can open an AI tool and say, rewrite my resume for this position. Done. Write me a cover letter. Done. Make it sound more professional. Done. Give me better answers to these application questions. Done. And from the applicant's perspective, that's amazing. Why wouldn't you use it? If a machine can save you hours of repetitive work, of course you're going to let it help. But there's another side to this. Everybody else can do exactly the same thing. Suddenly, one job opening can attract a flood of polished applications. Everybody's resume sounds professional. Everybody's cover letter hits the right notes. Everybody knows exactly what to say. And employers have a problem. How do you sort through all of that? More technology. Now software helps companies screen applicants. So think about how bizarre this becomes. A human being sees a job they want. They use AI to help create the application. That application gets sent to a company where another system may help determine whether the human being should move forward. Two machines are basically standing between two people who eventually need to meet. And we're calling this efficiency. The weirdest part is that AI can make an average application look better without necessarily making the applicant more qualified. That's not an insult to the applicant. It's just what these tools are designed to do. They help you present yourself. But when everybody suddenly becomes better at presenting themselves, employers have a harder time figuring out who's actually the right person. So what happens next? More interviews, more screening, more assessments, more hoops. Maybe companies start becoming suspicious of perfectly written cover letters because they assume AI wrote them. Imagine that. For years, people were told their applications needed to sound polished and professional. Now they might sound too polished. You can't win. And underneath all of this is something we're slowly losing. Personality. Some of the best employees probably don't have perfect resumes. Some people aren't particularly good at interviews. Somebody might stumble over their words, but become the most dependable person in the building. Another person might have an unconventional background that doesn't fit neatly into an automated system. Human beings are messy like that. That's why hiring has always required judgment. You sit across from somebody, you talk, you get a feeling for them, you ask questions. Maybe something unexpected comes up. That's difficult to capture in a database. And I'm not anti-AI. AI can be incredibly useful, but there's a difference between using technology to remove pointless work and allowing technology to become the gatekeeper to opportunity. Because people aren't trying to win some online game. They're trying to work. They're trying to pay rent. They're trying to support families. They're trying to build careers. And when somebody spends weeks sending beautifully optimized applications into automated systems and hears nothing back, eventually they start wondering what they're doing wrong. Maybe nothing. Maybe the entire system has simply become overloaded. That's the irony. AI promised to make applying for jobs easier, and technically it did. But if everyone can apply to everything instantly, the value of each individual application starts getting lost in the noise. Then employers build stronger filters. Applicants find better ways around the filters. Employers build new filters. And the cycle continues. Eventually, we might discover that the most valuable thing in hiring isn't another algorithm. It's something we have had all along. A conversation, because in a world where machines can make everybody look perfect on paper, actually meeting the person might become more important than ever.